In the unforgiving world of boxing's upper tiers, where legacy is forged by both triumph and heartbreak, few stories resonate as deeply as that of Mike Perez, known to fans and foes alike as the Rebel. Born as Michael Perez in Ciego de Avila, Cuba, on October 20, 1985, he carried the weight of a nation's expectations on his broad shoulders from the moment he first slipped on gloves raised under the rigid discipline of the Cuban amateur boxing system. Perez racked up a staggering tally of over 400 amateur bouts, including a prestigious junior world championship title in 2004, an early glimpse of his formidable repertoire of power, precision, and unmatched grit. Yet, his ambition demanded more than Cuba's amateur accolades could offer, pushing him to pursue professional dreams beyond the reach of his homeland. In a daring escape, he defected to Mexico, braving storms, cartel threats, and perilous seas before the Irish promoter Gary Hyde rescued him and brought him to Cork, Ireland. This harrowing journey not only earned him his electrifying nickname, the Rebel, but also etched in him a warrior spirit that would define his career. Turning professional in January 2008 under coach Nicolas Cruz Hernandez, Perez wasted no time making waves. He won the 2011 prizefighter tournament in London, beating journeyman Ty Fields in the final, his first sign that he could thrive on the global stage. He followed that with a string of victories, culminating in a brutal showdown with Magomed Abdusalamov at Madison Square Garden in November 2013. Perez prevailed by unanimous decision, but the win came at a staggering cost. Abdusalamov suffered tragic brain injuries, leading to $22 million in damages and haunting both camps. Perez's form wavered afterward, as he admitted struggling with alcoholism and mental turbulence in the aftermath of that fight. A raw, painful chapter few athletes ever openly endure, but true to his nickname, he fought through the darkness. Over the next years came a stretch of setbacks: the majority draw versus Tackham, a razor-thin split decision loss to Bryant Jennings, and a first-round TKO at the hands of Alexander P. Yet, amid that storm, he re-emerged in 2017 as a cruiserweight contender in the headline-grabbing World Boxing Super Series, earning respect even in defeat to the powerhouse Mary's Breedis for a WBC title challenge. Rebirth followed the reckoning. In 2021, Mike Perez redefined himself through relentless comebacks, scoring a third-round TKO over Tony Salam in Dubai, then unleashing a savage one-punch overhand KO in 34 seconds over Israel Duffus during Dillian White's undercard in Gibraltar. He followed up with precision and power, back-to-back earlier round demolitions, including first-round stoppages of Rashad Karimov and Adnan Durrania and the TKO of Jose Gregorio Ulricic. About another statement that the Rebel was reborn, remastered, and merciless as of mid-2025. Perez commands a fearsome record of 31 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw, 22 of those wins by knockout. A staggering KO ratio hovering around 70%, a testament to his explosive power and refined aggression. Ranked among the top cruiserweights worldwide, no 5 by WBA, top 10 to 15 across other sanctioning bodies. He enters each ring with both the soul of a survivor and the body of a striker. Now, on August 8, 2025, Perez steps into the limelight again, this time against a worthy adversary on the world stage. It is not just a fight, it's a journey's crescendo. Year after year, he's rebuilt himself, balancing the burden of past tragedies and the hunger for redemption. Whether in the underdog trenches or title-shot spotlight, Mike Perez moves with the quiet confidence of a revolutionary, one who has stared into the abyss and chosen to fight. As the world watches, he glides to the ring with the Cuban scar of exile, the Irish training toughness, and the heart of a fighter who refuses to be defined by defeat. His eyes burn with unsaid stories of loss, survival, and what it truly means to rise. In that ring lies everything he's ever been and everything he's ever fought for. Win or lose, the Rebel will leave no doubts. Because for Mike Perez, every fight is more than just a match. It is proof that even when the world pushes you off a cliff, the true legend climbs back up, bloodied but upright, ready for more. Born in the quiet town of General Roca in Argentina is a Rio Negro province, Christian Fabian Luis, nicknamed Patro, meaning the colt embodies raw, untamed spirit and relentless determination from the time he first laced up gloves. His stance was orthodox, yet his style was anything but ordinary, a blend of precision, hunger, and instinctive aggression woven together by years of fighting not just opponents but life's odds. Christian turned professional in March 2021. Relatively late in boxing terms, stepping into the ring at age 38, armed less by youth and more by experience, and an iron will. Early bouts in Argentina and neighboring regions quickly unveiled his knockout power. 3 swift TKO victories by early 2024, including a defining win over Cesar Hernan Reynoso, where he showed the world that Patro was not just a name but a force to be reckoned with. Yet his rise wasn't smooth. In April 2023, he faced Kevin Ramirez in a tough bout in Cutral C, going the distance but falling short in a majority decision. The first major setback in his pro career, but Christian is not defined by defeat, he's defined by what he does after. He battled back with surgical persistence, stopping Quesada, dominating Sergio Davies, and then delivering one of the most powerful statements of his resurgence. At TKO over Agustin Marini by early 2025, his record stood at 12 wins, 4 losses, with 8 by knockout, a testament to his raw power and grounded technique in his heart. He carries the pride of Argentina, the grit of the Rio Negro, the silence of long nights training in small gyms, and a fiery resolve to make every punch count. When Christian enters the ring, you sense history is being spoken. He's not just another fighter. He is the colt, wild, determined, and unbroken by time. Every fighter crafts their narrative in blood, sweat, and comebacks, and Christian Fabian Luis's story is no exception. For him, boxing isn't just about the record, it's about legacy. In the wake of that loss to Ramirez, he rebuilt methodically, carving victory after victory across Argentina and Chile, showing the world that his spirit is as durable as his brawling technique. His knuckle-snapping TKOs aren't just about power, they're announcements that time won't corrode a fighter's will if he believes in himself. At 42 years, young in age when many have hung up gloves, Luis fights with the wisdom of years, the composure of experience, and the urgency of a man who knows every round could be his last moment in the spotlight. And now, on the 8th of August 2025, the stage is set for his defining moment. Across the ring stands the formidable Perez, a battle-hardened cruiserweight known for his power, Olympic-like pedigree, and rebel spirit. The odds say Perez is the favorite with 1.03 versus 8.504 Luis, but history is not written by bookmakers, it's written by warriors who step into the ring with everything to prove. On that night, it's not just Argentina versus Ireland, Cuba. It's resilience versus pedigree, heart versus history. Christian steps in not as a plucky underdog, but as a charging colt, with every jab, every footstep, every breath saying, "I belong here." He's not just fighting for victory, he's fighting for validation, for proving that boxers are timeless, that grit transcends age, that a man from General Roca can roar on the global stage. When the bell rings, watch Pedro's eyes. Watch the way he sets his feet, listen to every exhale, because that sound is Argentina's heartbeat. Whether he wins or loses, Christian Fabian Luis will leave the ring differently than he entered, as proof that warriors aren't measured by victories alone, but by defiance, persistence, and the courage to fight when everyone counts you out. In the annals of boxing, legends are created in moments like this, and for Patro, this is his reckoning. Watch closely, because a colt can become a champion in one night.